Hello and welcome to the newsroom. I am Oyin Adekunle. Some gunmen have hijacked a school bus in a housing estate in Obaile, Akure North local government area of Ondo State, abducting a member of staff of the school. Eyewitnesses say the incident occurred early around 6:45 a.m. on Thursday when the driver and the abducted staff of the school were moving around to pick the pupils. Fortunately, they were yet to pick any pupil when they were accosted by the armed men. According to reports, one of the armed men reportedly seized the vehicle and drove off to an unknown destination with the staff on the bus, while the remaining members of the group fled the scene with the motorcycles. And 7 people, including 2 police officers and 2 constabularies, have died during an attack on 2 banks in Akpomu and Ikire communities by suspected armed robbers in Osun State. A statement by the command spokesperson, Yemisi Okpalola, said some armed robbers numbering 35 at about 6:10 p.m. on Wednesday attacked the 2 commercial banks. Okpalola said the robbers were, however, repelled by the combined team of police operatives and local security outfits and were forced to flee to the bush. According to her, the 3 residents that were killed during the attack were shot by the robbers, who she said were shooting sporadically after the police operatives and local security groups engaged them. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, has denied a report alleging that he sent a secret memo to President Muhammadu Buhari urging him to suspend the 1999 Constitution and declare martial law in the country. Martial law involves temporary imposition of military authority to take over normal civilian functions after the suspension of civil law by a government. But in a statement signed by Special Assistant on Media and Public Relations, Umar Grandu, Malami said he did not give such legal advice to President Buhari, describing the report as false and fictitious. Malami says he remains a Democrat that believes in the rule of law, tenets of democracy and constitutional order. And the federal government has approved 5.6 billion naira for the construction, installation and maintenance of oxygen production plants in all states of the federation. This followed the Presidential Steering Committee's announcement to increase oxygen reserve capacity in the event of a 3rd wave of the coronavirus pandemic. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, who briefed newsmen on behalf of the Minister of State after the Federal Executive Council meeting on Wednesday, said the approval was to cushion the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Association of Bureau de Change Operators says it is set to commence what it calls Operation No Street Trading to stop the hawking of foreign exchange by BDC operators. ABCON President Aminu Gwadabe said this was part of the resolutions made unanimously by BDC directors at the meeting of the operators on Tuesday in Lagos. Gwadabe also directed compliance officers and staff to commence nationwide suspension or supervision of BDC operations. And a court in Military Road, Myanmar, has jailed 2 journalists for inciting and spreading fake news as part of an ongoing crackdown which has been largely described as an attack on freedom of expression. Aung Kyaw and Zalza were sentenced to 2 years in prison over their reporting of anti-junta protests, according to the media organizations they both work for. Both journalists are among several news outlets that have had licenses revoked by the junta, which has restricted internet access and banned outside satellite broadcasts in an effort to stifle opposition to its rule. And Nigeria's women cricket team will depart the country on Friday for the annual Kivuka tournament, an international women's friendly event in Rwanda. It is an annual event to commemorate the Rwandan genocide. The tournament, which is expected to take place from June 6 to June 13 at the Gahanga Stadium in Kigali, Rwanda, will see Nigeria battle the likes of Kenya, Uganda, Namibia, Botswana, and host Rwanda. Well, that's the latest update on the newsroom at this time. Please join us again at the top of the hour for more.